So today we're going to look at a broadcast quality dynamic microphone. It's from Maono. It is their PD400X. And the nice thing about it is it can be powered over USB to your computer, or you can use an XLR with that. And that's coming right up. And by the way, quick little disclaimer, Maono, they did send me this microphone to review. They did not tell me what to say. They did not pay me for this video, and they don't get to see any content of this video before it's released. They're going to see it when you guys see it. But there is a video sponsor, and that is Artlist, and we'll talk about them momentarily. So before we get into any specs about this microphone, let's talk about what comes inside the box. You get the box itself, you get the microphone with this little sling arm, which it'll attach to a microphone boom. You get the foam wind cover, which is going to be very good for plosives. I don't have it on right now, but we'll do a test with it here momentarily. Comes with a nice heavy metal stand for it. Although I wouldn't recommend using this microphone on a stand just because it is a dynamic microphone, so a distance to the microphone is going to be very important. And with it sitting on a desk, I don't think it's going to be close enough for you. You also get a USB to USB Type-C cable, which is what I'm running right now into my Windows PC. And then it even comes with a nice XLR cable so that you can run it into your recorder if you choose. I'm running mine also into the Zoom H4n right now, just for audio recording purposes. Right now it is recording into Audacity, and it's going into the Zoom recorder, just so we can have some comparisons, which I'll do here momentarily. Now, regarding build quality of this microphone, I will say it's exceptional. This is something that Maono is really starting to make a name for themselves. Now remember, this is not a condenser type microphone, it is a dynamic. But this one here is built all out of metal. The nice thing is you have some controls on the microphone itself, so you can mute it. It has a little touch on the top that you can hit the mute. And you can unmute it, so there shouldn't be any sound with that. Handling noise, it does not come with a shock mount, so handling noises are going to be apparent with this if you're touching the boom arm like I am right now. A couple little specs to get out of the way. This microphone has a frequency response of 50 hertz all the way up to 20,000 hertz, so it's got a pretty good wide range. And the nice thing is you've got a couple of different ways that you can control this microphone. So if you use it with the USB Type-C going into your computer, if that's the way that you want to use it, Maono offers a software called Maono Link. And the nice thing about it is you can control a lot. You can mute it via the Link software. That's unmute. And you've got headphone volume that you can adjust. Yes, it does have a headphone port, so you can plug headphones in so you can actually live listen or live monitor what your audio sounds like. Then it has some basic EQs. Now, there's two ways to do the EQ. You can do it via the back of the microphone. There's a little button that will show you green lights to correspond with what it means, or in the Maono Link app, you can choose this frequency response. So right now I've got it on flat, and now it's got a high pass filter, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to go to a presence boost, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next setting is going to be presence boost plus the high pass filter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to leave it on this setting just for the remainder of this test with this Maono Pd400x. So before I do a self noise test with this, first I want to do a plosive test without the foam cover and then with the foam cover. So I'm approximately about 3 inches away. I'm not straight on it. And by the way, here's an important point. This is a top address microphone. So what I mean by that is the microphone capsule is actually right here on the top and not around the sides. It is a top address microphone. So a quick little plosive test. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now let's put the foam cover on. And now with the foam cover, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I am the same distance. Now, remember, when it comes to dynamic mics, the audio signal that you're going to hear is going to drop off substantially just by backing off the microphone. So I'm going to back off a little bit. So right now I'm about 3 inches off the microphone. Now I'm about a foot away from the microphone. Now I'm about 2 feet away from the microphone. Now, is this going to be a Shure SM7B killer? No, don't think so. But when you think about the price of this, it is $119. So for $119, you can get yourself a nice little podcasting / live streaming microphone that's built like a tank. I mean, it sounds really, really good. And speaking of sound, let's just go ahead and do a quick little self noise floor test with this microphone. First with it on USB and then on XLR. You know, whether you're making videos on YouTube or you're making videos for commercial work, you need music sometimes. And sometimes when you need music, you don't want to have to worry about a copyright issue or royalty problems. And that's why I use Artlist. Artlist has a tremendous music library, very easily searchable for any type of genre, instrument, vocals, beats per minute, length of the song, the mood of the song. And the nice thing is, once you download the song, it is yours to use forever. Click my link in the description below to get an extra 2 months off your subscription. So right now we're going to switch over from USB mode right now, which is what you've been listening to, and then we're going to switch over to XLR mode right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll see how the audio actually sounds and if there was a difference. And now we'll switch back to USB-C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, XLR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great little microphone from Maono. Got a 3/8 mount up on top so that you can mount it up to your standard boom arm. Don't get a cheap one because this microphone does have some weight to it, so be very aware of that. Because if you're going to get a very inexpensive boom arm, you know the ones I'm talking about that you can get for like $12, those will start to sag because of the weight of this, and that's something that you don't want. This one here is not the high dollar boom arm, but I say boom arm. Well, hopefully that's the correct terminology. I'm sure Alan from Sound Speeds, he'll chime in and tell me that's the incorrect terminology. But the boom arm, the microphone boom arm for this is actually really nice. And it wasn't that expensive. I'll put a product link to that in the description below too. So if you're thinking about doing podcasts or you're thinking about doing live stream and you want to up the quality, but you want some versatility, you don't want to be tied down to XLR, or you don't want to be tied down to a USB computer microphone, you want the ability to be able to kind of pick and choose in the scenarios that you need. This is definitely a great offering from Maono. I've liked a lot of their products before. This one here has really, really impressed me because I think that the sound quality coming out of this microphone is very good. It's very clean. It's very crisp. It doesn't have overpowering bass in it, and it doesn't have over saturated high end where it's going to really fatigue your ears. At least that's in my opinion. But then again, I am not an audio engineer. I'm just an everyday guy like you guys out there, just to let you know if a product is worth it or not. And for $119, with everything that this comes with and the versatility of being a USB Type-C or an XLR type microphone for live streaming or podcasting, or even some voiceover work if you want to use, this is a very good deal. I definitely give this one 2 thumbs up. It is the Pd400x broadcast quality dynamic microphone for podcasting right here. Product links in the description below. $119. If I get a coupon code, I'll also add that in the description below, and I'll catch you in the next review. Bye-bye. And that's my wife calling me. Well, I've got video recording right now. So very good microphone from Maono. Man, I tell you, I'm really going at it today.